What's going on, guys? I hope y'all can hear me. I'm right next to the highway and it's quite windy here in North Texas. I'm John, this is Uber Adventures, and today we are taking a look at the 349DBF by Durango. It is a big boy. The big claim to fame about these kind of RVs is it's got a double suite. So you got 2 full bathrooms and 2 full beds. The front bed is a king, the rear bed is a queen, and then you have plenty of room in the middle to meet and enjoy, some family time or friendship time or whatever you're doing. But it does give you 2 places for basically 2 families, or 1 family with an adult kid or somebody that wants their own space and they don't have to be around mom and dad all the time. So it gives you plenty of options. We're gonna go ahead and take a look front to back, outside, then we're gonna work our way inside. Hopefully it's not gonna be too dark because we had the battery taken off, and then I will use the light on my gimbal and all that stuff, so hopefully it won't be too bad. And this is too big to go in our shop, or it would fit, but it's too much hassle to get in there. But let's take a look, let's see what we got and go from there. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because I want to say about 100% of my viewers haven't subscribed yet. So let me know down in the comments if you're not enjoying these. Let me know what I need to do to maybe make it a little bit more fun. But at the same time, if you are enjoying this, I don't get paid to do this. I do this for my job, for fun, to kind of get my name out there. So if you are looking to buy an RV, I will put my contact information down in the description. I'm sure I'm going to put it right here as well. But let's jump into this. All right, let's start in the front. So first thing I do want to point out, I've only been doing travel trailers. Now this is a 5th wheel. It does have a drop frame, and what a drop frame means is you can see the frame right down here, and then you look over and you see where it kind of stops right here by the steps right here, and then it goes up, and then you can see the frame starting. So the drop frame, what that does is it allows to have a lot of front storage. So you got a huge pass through, and then you also have a huge front compartment. We'll start with the front compartment, as I'm already standing here. So what this area is for is you can use it for storage, but keep in mind there's typically a little crease that you can see outside and stuff. So if you're trying to keep it completely perfect, this is probably not the spot. But you can fit a generator in here and all those kind of things. This one is currently not pre-prepped for a generator, but you can get an RV that's prepped for a generator to go up front. So we'll start up top. You do have the frameless windows pretty much all the way around. The only places you don't have them is where it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, like on the side of the slides or on the door. But the rest of them are frameless and they look amazing. You also have 2 large awnings, one in the front and then one on your slide, which I don't see slides getting awnings all that often, but I think it should happen more often than not. And again, you can see that beautiful frameless windows on both sides, both of them right here, and it just stands out. So, but let's go back again. Like I said, this has that drop frame design. Let me open this up. So like I was saying before, the drop frame gives you so much extra storage in here. So you do have an inverter. It is 2000 watt inverter, and then you can kind of go around. It's all boxed off. It's all aluminum frame. It is double welded, so that shows a little bit more structural rigidity. It is also ventilated in here. You can see right there the black thing on the top, and it is also lit. And then this one comes with a little speaker, which I think is kind of funny considering the size of this RV. And then it does have a plug here to charge anything, and you also have a way to hook up a TV in here as well. Going right in front of that, this is where you'll find your battery. You also have your solar controller in here. It is pre-wired, but it doesn't have it yet, the tire pressure monitor and temperature monitoring system, but you can always add that afterwards and it will monitor everything. You have your battery disconnect right there. And all the doors around this side is slam latches, so when they slam down, they will close for you. Now these are also pre-wired for side cameras. You can even see where it says camera connection or something like that right here, and you can also put one in the back as well. You also have a power plug right here on the side. You have 2 sets of steps on this RV, one going into the main space, so the living room kitchen area, and it is Lippert solid steps, and in the back as well is a solid step. You also have Asdel, so you're not going to have delamination. So if you go to older RVs that are just fiberglass on the outside, you can sometimes push it in. This, you won't have that issue because it uses Asdel. Asdel is a non-organic material that is fused with the fiberglass outer edge. It doesn't get affected by temperature. It doesn't get affected by water. It's super lightweight and it will last forever. It's a phenomenal thing to have, and this has it. So coming on back, you can see these are rack and pinion slides, the large ones, and then the lighter slides are Schwintek design, which is perfectly fine and they're perfectly safe. And then we go to the back and you can see the other solid step back here as well. This entrance will go straight into the back bathroom and then go through there, and then you'll be in your rear suite. So it's super convenient and less intrusive than going through the main area, especially if it's 2 families. And then of course you can always remove this step and lock this up. So if you have a kid staying in here, they don't necessarily always have easy access out. So you can always deadbolt that shut. You have LED taillights, which this is kind of a cool LED design. It's the older LED lights, like where they stick out like a Christmas light bulb, as opposed to the current style, which is just the flat ones. They're all the same. It's just different designs. It's not like this will last less as long than the other ones. It's just a different way to do it is all it is. And it'll last just as long. You also, like I said before, you have your rear view camera up there, and then you have a full-size ladder going all the way to the top. Coming on this side, you have 3 more slides over here as well. You have your tank release. You have a tankless hot water heater, so as long as you have propane, you have hot water. It is also lit right here. If we had power to it, you're lit right here. It's a 50 amp supply. This RV currently has 2 ACs on it, which is more than enough to cool an RV this size. And then this is the other side of your pass-through storage. This is all your connections, your winterizer, your city water, your tank fill, all that kind of stuff. You can keep the door closed and pass it through the bottom without having to worry about having all your personal belongings or things being open to the public. So you have dual point auto leveling, which is fantastic, especially on an RV this big. Trying to level it without it can be a pain, that's for dang sure. You have the 2 large tanks in this one, and of course once one is empty, you just flip this switch to go to the other one and you're good to go. This RV is gigantic. It is absolutely beautiful. I think it's 5 slides on this thing. It is enormous, and it is beautiful with that black cap and the big giant Durango logo, and of course those frameless windows. Yeah, 5 slides. That's a big guy. Let's go on inside. Coming in, what everybody wants, your coffee bar, if that's what you decide that you want to do with that. You actually also have a decent sized pantry. I've had a lot of people complaining about a lot of RVs that aren't coming with pantries. This one has a very large size pantry, so it's always a plus. Residential refrigerator with ice maker. One of my other favorite things about these RVs is the full-size Insignia stovetops. These things are gigantic. They will cook. And the other thing that I like seeing is they have the large burners on the front, both front, as opposed to like in my apartment, you have this burner would be back here and this one would be here. But if you're doing major cooking, you want them to be right next to each other, and you're not having to reach all the way back here over a hot plate or a hot pan or whatever. It's all right here. And this one looks to be a little bit bigger than this guy, so that's cool too. Above that, we have our microwave, and it's a convection microwave. You can see all the metal in there, so that's always a plus, especially when you have this kind of cooking setup. You have plugs on both sides of the oven or stove, however you want to look at that. And then you have tons of storage on both sides, storage underneath. You have, let me get in a good position. You have a huge island, plenty of prep room, farm sink with the matte black faucet that comes out and extends. It will also spray and just do the traditional style. You also have a place to sit down here. There's 2 stools that if your kid is doing homework while you're cooking or whatever you might need it for, somebody's just hanging out, more places to sit. You also have your regular dinette with a slide out for a leaf to come out and make it even longer. 4 chairs. Each chair does have storage underneath. They're just tied down right now. And this RV, oh, I almost fell. Now this model has the optional theater seating. You also have on each armrest, you have the home button. This is all electric, so you can extend the leg out and bring it in. You also have heated and massaging, which again, I always say looks like a Wi-Fi logo. And then you have a USB-A port, so you can plug in your phone, a tablet, whatever you need to charge. You also have a leg rest that also doubles as a place to put blankets or whatever else you need to store. But typically, you know, pillows, blankets, those are what I would put in there. My other huge favorite, which I wish I had power right now to this, I would have this turned on, the fireplace. Again, it works extremely well, puts off tons of heat. It would keep this main area nice and warm without having to use your furnace. It can also be used with just ambiance and no actual heat coming out. And then above that, you do have a sound bar. It is JBL too on top of that. TV, and then more storage up top. Ugh. Tons of storage in here. Both sides and up top. You also have a fan here, and you have a skylight that actually has a cover on it, so you can open that up if you want a little bit more sun. A powered vent. You just have to flip a switch and it'll open for you. But we're going to start with the back room, because this is like the special part, because the front room is, you know, it's just a bedroom. But you usually don't have a bedroom in the back as well. So again, this is a queen size bed, residential queen. You also have USB plugs on both sides of the bed. And you have plenty of space to walk up next to the beds on each side. Now, if you go with a king, obviously it'll push over a little bit more than that. And you might have to rebox it so it's sitting on something like a nice tight frame. Underneath, you do have storage. And it is carpeted, so it doesn't have to necessarily be something that you have to worry about. It can be something fragile as well, is basically what I'm trying to say. Ugh. Around from there, you have a place to mount a TV here. Again, tons of storage over here. These are going to be where you hang your clothes. Down below is just ooh, that actually feels really good. Okay, I didn't expect that to feel so, you know, like at home, pulling it out. That felt really good. And then more storage down here. And then you have a shoe rack right here. which for me, that'd be more than enough. I take that back. I have to admit, I actually have way more shoes than I should. And then you have a shower that's actually pretty decently deep, but it also closes so you don't have to be seen, and it doesn't allow any water out. So that's really nice to have. On this side, you see me, and you have another matte black faucet, metal sink, storage underneath, and your toilet right here, along with the exit out the back. So again, you can come in here, have this sliding door closed, and you got your own space that you don't have to bother anybody else. Now let's go up to the front. This controls your RV. You can Bluetooth your phone, and it can be completely controlled from your phone. Super nice. Huge shower up here, double door with a seat, big toilet. I don't even need to sit on this one. You can see how much space there is in front of you. I could almost stretch out my legs. Again, another metal sink with the matte black faucet. You have your medicine cabinet with a mirror on it. You have another little bit of storage right here where you can put some linens and whatever else you need. Really decent bathroom. And of course, you know, everybody needs to ventilate every now and again. Coming all the way over here. This is going to be your master bedroom. You have on this wall, you have your thermostat, light switch, you have plugs, and you have your shoe rack over here. You also have little nooks on each side with a place to plug in. So you could always put your phone there, or I'm not really sure how big a CPAP machine is, but I know a lot of companies talk about that's what that's actually designed for. So I'm not really sure if that would fit there or not. You have storage underneath the bed, just like the other room. You have a huge closet on this one, going all the way down. But you also have your hookup for your washer and dryer down here. You have your mount for your TV smack dab in the middle, which you don't see enough. Now, if you're parking it and living in it, you could always just put your TV right in front of this window, and then you can always close this window up, and it won't let any light in. And I would never wake up if I had these. These are literally meant to block out all the sun. So, pre-wired for Wi-Fi. That's always nice. You have your antenna and your satellite hookup, and then you have a power hookup. Underneath the thing that I said you could always put your TV on, you have tons of storage. You also have a laundry chute area where you just put your laundry in there and you just grab it out when you need to do your laundry. And then you have a side little area. So yeah, this is a great master bedroom. This is almost as big as my bedroom at my home. I don't know what that's saying. So coming back down. Man, there's just so much in this RV. So that pretty much covers the majority of it. I might do some other videos that goes more in detail about it, but that's pretty much the majority. So I will be doing the specs on it right after this. So let's go ahead and hop into that. All right, let's go over the technical specs on this Durango D349DBF. We'll start with the size of the awnings. So it's got two awnings. The main one that's over the front door is 16 foot, and the other awning, which is actually an option, is 10 foot 6 inches, so 10 and a half feet. The dry weight of this RV is 12,210 pounds. The hitch weight is 2,470 pounds. The cargo carrying capacity, so the stuff that you can add on to the weight of this RV, is 2,785 pounds, which gives you a total weight of 14,995 pounds. You think they would be able to just up it up to the 15,000 pounds. The exterior height is 12 foot 11 inches. The exterior width is 96 inches. The The exterior length is 42 foot 4 inches. Again, the hot water heater, it is on demand tankless, so therefore there's actually no capacity size, just as long as you have propane, which propane you have 2 bottles, which is 30 pounds each, to give you a total of 60 pounds. The freshwater tank is 76 gallons. The black water tank is 50 gallons. The gray water tank is also 50 gallons. The furnace is 35,000 BTUs, and that pretty much covers everything, at least the information that I have. But this RV is fantastic for the big family. Let me know down in the comments if this is something that you're interested in. Again, all my information will be down in the description. And until I do my next video, I'll see y'all next time.